So we did it. We finished Red Rising. If you're wondering if you should read this, short answer, absolutely, without a doubt, yes. This is now in my top 3 favorite series of all time.
So good! I found out this came out in 2013. I should go back to 2013 and beat the out of myself. I should beat the out of myself. How old was I? I was 11. I should beat the out of 11-year-old me for not picking this up sooner.
I just finished the book. It is 6 a.m., dog. When I tell you, bro, it got to a point where I couldn't even put the book down. I'm talking about every page, I'm itching. I'm telling myself, bro, you gotta go to bed. You say you was finna wake up early tomorrow. And I just couldn't do it, bro.
Got a new obsession, and I think I've had a personality transplant overnight, because I am obsessed with a sci-fi series. It's Red Rising. I'm sorry, listen, sometimes the bandwagon is right and the hype is worth it.
You can't go anywhere on book social media without somebody talking about Red Rising. And when I started off my social journeys, I would ask for recommendations, and the comments would be Red Rising, Red Rising, Red Rising, Malazan, Mistborn, Red Rising, Red Rising, Red Rising. And I gave in to the peer pressure and I read the book. I posted my reactions, and in a couple of weeks, I gained 1,000 followers. And for context, at that time, I was on about 300, 400 followers, and Red Rising elevated me to another level. And this has been the case for so many other social media content creators. They do Red Rising reactions, they talk about the books, and their videos go viral, their following goes up. These books are powerful. But the question becomes, do people only rave about the books because of the likes and the follows they get? Or is the book really that good? My name is JR Reads, and if you've been looking at my bookshelf, you may think to yourself, where is the original Red Rising book? Well, half of the time I've owned that book, it hasn't been in my possession because I have recommended it so many times. So if you want the short answer, yes, absolutely, Red Rising is worth it. So let me tell you why. Red Rising is a book set in space. It's about a group of people called the Reds who are sent to Mars to terraform it in order for the human race to go and live there. Now, this society works with different rules. Each person is characterized into a color: red, gray, gold, silver, so on and so forth. I've probably put the diagram there so I don't need to waffle. And our main character, Darrow, is a red. So he is at the bottom rung of society. His people are oppressed. They're forced to work hard and long hours in order to terraform Mars to get it ready for the future human race. Now, if you've heard me describe this book, you might think, oh, this sounds familiar. Well, there's 2 books it has very similar vibes to. 1 is The Hunger Games and 2 is the Divergent series. And when I first started reading the books, I thought to myself, this is why people love it. It's familiar. What was so crazy about Red Rising compared to all the other series is not only the sheer number of people recommending it to me, but it was the diversity of the people. I had people who would usually recommend to me romance novels, Red Rising. People who like crime dramas, Red Rising. Sci-fi fantasy fans, Red Rising. It just seemed like it was something that has infested this social media space. And at the start, I thought to myself, oh, it's because it's familiar. It's because it's like The Hunger Games, because it's like Divergent. And then it happens. The book flips. And I'm not going to tell you when it happens, but just expect it. The book goes into a gear I didn't expect it to go into. And after that point, I could not put the book down. I would be in bed reading the book, screaming, shouting, hollering. My wife's looking at me like, bro, are you okay? No, I'm not, because the book was so unpredictable. The book was so brilliant. And first of all, I've got to start off by just talking about the characters. Our main character is Darrow, but there's other characters who come into this book who are just so brilliant. There's 3 characters from Red Rising who have inserted themselves into my top 10 characters across all fiction. That's TV, that's movies, that's mangas, that is animes. The characters have stuck with me. And what's so brilliant about these characters is not that they're good characters, but it's the diversity of characters. It's how different they all are. They all feel like different entities. And as you're reading the book, you could remove a character's name, but just by the way they talk, I could probably identify them. That's how brilliant it is. And then on top of that, it's set in space. It's this brilliant combination of future technology, but at the same time, it's very much inspired by Greek and Roman mythology and Greek and Roman mythos. And the way it's done is really clever. And the other societies from our known Earth that are mentioned in the books are so well done, so well integrated. Then there's the story itself. You could strip back the space element of it, but the core story rocks you. At so many points whilst I was reading Red Rising, I would just have to stop. I would just have to pause because it was that good. Pierce Brown, and I've said it multiple times, I don't know what's going on up there, but the things that he would be writing, I'm thinking, bro, what is wrong with you? You need therapy. How do you come up with this? How do you get me emotionally invested into a character for after just 5 chapters, and when something awful happens to them, I'm upset, but they're not even the main character. And the story itself is something that anyone can relate to. The themes are very core. It's about family, it's about oppression, and it's about freedom. And I think anyone and everyone can get behind that. And that's why each of the first 3 books I've given a minimum 9 out of 10. I haven't read the second trilogy just because I wanted a break. I wanted to try other things, not because it wasn't good, but probably because I was sick and tired of being emotional about it. So yeah, Red Rising is 1000% worth the hype. And if you're thinking about reading it, go to Waterstones, go to Awesome Books, go to wherever you get your books from and buy it, because those books are brilliant. Thank you for tuning in to another JR Reads YouTube video. Go onto my page and there's other videos I'm sure you will like.